Do you know someone who's always the most unlucky?
Yeah, they spill coffee and it's already a tragedy of the century.
This is the type who finds darkness even on a sunny day.
Today we'll dive into the victim type, and you might recognize someone very close.
So, who exactly is this victim?
Someone who always finds a reason to suffer.
And in relationships, it's not just tiring, it can drain your energy.
Suddenly, you're not a partner, you're a full-time rescuer.
And whether you like it or not, you start living in their drama.
That's why it's important to recognize this type early.
Today, we'll explore the victim, someone who can drive you crazy.
And, surprise, you might even have some of these traits yourself.
So, we'll talk not only about partners, but also about yourself.
I promise it might sting a little, but it'll be useful.
Psychological portrait. The victim lives in a never-ending soap opera of suffering.
And they always star in the leading role, themselves.
They feel weaker than they really are.
And that feeling becomes a lifestyle.
Even waiting in line at the store proves the world is unfair.
And of course, someone else is always to blame.
Deep down, they fear taking responsibility.
Because responsibility means change, and change is risky.
It's easier for them to stay the victim than to act.
Like having a gym membership, but only going to complain.
The victim often convinces themselves, I can't. The world is against me.
And this mindset fuels inaction.
In relationships, they often look for a savior.
A sort of superhero with monk-level patience.
And this superhero constantly has to rescue them from imagined or exaggerated problems.
Their problems are always bigger than everyone else's.
Important. The victim isn't always aware of their role.
They often genuinely believe life is unfair to them.
As if the universe woke up and decided to ruin their day.
Or even their entire year.
Their emotions swing between helplessness and resentment.
And these emotions create a gravitational pull that drags others in.
Like a black hole, you haven't even answered the phone and you're already guilty.
Because you didn't call first when they were so miserable.
The victim has a talent for exaggeration. A small scratch becomes almost losing an arm.
Deep down, it's a way to get attention.
Compassion from others gives them a sense of significance.
But attention quickly turns into exhaustion.
Witnessing constant suffering is draining.
And here's the main paradox. They want love, but their style pushes people away.
Like inviting guests but constantly slamming the door in their faces.
In the end, the victim leaves a sense of pressure.
Either you're bad or not helpful enough. Their strategy? Avoid responsibility by shifting it onto others.
Like playing soccer but expecting someone else to score.
The real motive? Fear of their own strength.
Because if they acknowledge it, they'll have to act.
And action is scarier than complaining.
Complaining is always safe, and they're always listeners.
Signals to watch for. So, what signals give the victim away?
First, this always happens to me.
Even if it's just a broken nail.
They love to exaggerate little things.
Second, nobody understands me.
Usually, people are just tired of hearing the same story for the 10th time.
Imagine you're at a cafe and the waiter is slow.
And the victim is already sure it's a personal insult.
Third, constant blame shifting.
I'm late because you didn't remind me enough.
Fourth, looking for a savior.
They say, I can't survive without you.
But underneath is a refusal to act independently.
Fifth, emotional blackmail.
If you really loved me, you would.
It's exhausting.
You plan a night out, they say, sure, go, I'll survive somehow.
And all night you think about their suffering instead of your friends.
Explaining. Sixth, they don't look for solutions, only complaints.
Like turning off the lights and complaining about darkness instead of flipping the switch.
Seventh, suffering competition.
You had a bad day? You don't know real hell.
They seem to measure love in the amount of sympathy received.
And if sympathy is insufficient, resentment guaranteed.
You give advice, they respond, it's easy for you to say.
Advice isn't help, it's misunderstanding again.
Eighth, repeating the same complaints endlessly.
Like being stuck on FM drama radio.
You can notice all these signals quickly if you pay attention.
Because the real marker of a victim is no forward steps.
They talk about pain but don't change actions.
Like shouting, "Save me," while pushing the rescue boat away.
Episodes that speak for themselves. I'm intrigued. Let's see how a victim behaves in real-life scenes.
Ironically, scene 1, a regular morning.
I slept so badly, probably nobody has ever understood my exhaustion.
And you haven't even had coffee yet, but you already feel guilty.
Scene 2, going to the store.
The cashier looked at me weird. I must be doing something wrong.
In reality, the cashier is just dreaming of lunch break.
Now imagine a relationship,
You didn't call me at lunch. I guess I'm not important to you.
and you start defending yourself, even though you were simply in a meeting.
Scene 4, a party with friends.
I'll be bored there, but go ahead. I'll survive somehow.
And now you dance thinking someone is suffering at home.
The victim always creates a guilt atmosphere.
And gradually you start avoiding situations where you need to make choices.
Scene 5, an argument.
I do everything for you, and you...
Even though everything was taking out the trash once a month.
They exaggerate to appear as martyrs.
And it's easy to fall for it because the emotional pressure is strong.
Scene 6, a small problem.
I forgot my keys. Maybe something's wrong with me.
Every minor mishap becomes a tragedy.
And key, they don't look for solutions, just highlight their pain.
So situations never move forward.
Scene 7, meeting your partner's parents.
Your mom looked at me funny,
But she was just watching the cat jump on the table.
yet the victim is sure I'm not loved.
And they start demanding even more validation and attention.
Scene 8, a romantic evening.
You didn't tell me I look beautiful. I must be worthless to everyone.
Even compliments have to be perfectly dosed.
All these episodes share one feature.
They turn a partner into a therapist,
A free one, by the way.
and with no days off.
Over time, fatigue builds up in the relationship.
Because you can't give as much support as the victim demands.
It's like trying to fill a bottomless glass.
And this leads to conflicts and breakups.
Yet the paradox is the victim later says, "See, everyone abandons me."
Even though the cause was their own behavior.
It's a cycle: suffering, blaming, more suffering.
Only awareness can break it. What to do about a victim partner? First, don't fuel the drama. Don't rush to rescue.
Otherwise, you automatically become the knight carrying someone else's endless suitcase of problems.
Second, set boundaries. Clearly explain that you're willing to listen, but not endlessly.
Your life isn't a 24/7 hotline.
Third, focus on solutions. Ask, what can you do, instead of, poor you.
This shifts the focus from helplessness to action.
Fourth, don't accept blame that isn't yours.
If they forgot an umbrella, it's not your rain.
Fifth, if behavior becomes toxic, don't hesitate to speak up.
Silence only reinforces the script.
If the victim is you. Now another perspective. Recognizing yourself isn't a sentence.
Congrats, you have a chance to leave the Forever Suffering series.
First, notice your words. If you constantly say, something's wrong with me, stop.
Replace it with, "I have challenges and I'm seeking solutions."
Second, practice self-support. Note what you accomplish, not just failures.
A small win is still a win.
Third, learn to ask directly without manipulation.
"You don't love me if you don't guess" isn't a request, it's a quest.
Fourth, manage emotions. Allow yourself to feel pain, but don't make it a currency in relationships.
You're just as valuable without the victim role.
Remember, change starts with small steps.
And if you're already trying, you're moving forward.
Relationships are about partnership, not roles.
And if someone's stuck in victim mode, balance is disrupted.
Good news, it can be changed.
And starting is always easier than it seems.
Awareness is the first step.
Small actions lead to big changes.
If you're already working on yourself, you're ahead of most people.
And that's definitely worth pride.
Share in the comments, did you recognize the victim in yourself or your partner?
And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next types.